Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. We're going to start right away with some of the positives of this game before we get into the rest of the video. Obviously the Canadians lose 4-0 in this one at home. The positives, Dobes was absolutely incredible yet again. The kid made 39 saves in this game. Unreal effort from him. He just continues to be the absolute heartbeat of this team, considering the fact that the actual heartbeat of this team stays in the press box for whatever reason. So Dobes was incredible. He made some great saves in this one. It could have been 10-0, but nevertheless, he finds a way to make it happen here. He made some great saves to keep us in this game for as long as he possibly could. The other bright spot of this game, the penalty kill was actually really, really good. I felt like even on the 5-on-3 that we had at one point, the penalty kill looked really good. We were able to just shut down Carolina really well. They looked really frustrated on their own power play there, and the Canadians had quite a bit of power play time to kill off in this one as well. So I thought that our penalty kill looked really good. I think that was definitely a bright spot of this game as well. But after that, there's nothing else. This was probably the worst game that I've seen the Canadians play all season. It's part of it. Part of it is due to the Carolina Hurricanes being a really good hockey team. I think that you have to tip your cap to them for sure. I mean, they do a really good job of shutting down our opportunities and making it really frustrating for the Canadians to do anything out there. But what really frustrates me about this is that the coaching decisions were non-existent. It appears as though Martin St. Louis hasn't really made it like anything, like he hasn't done anything this whole series. Like I don't know what, he made lineup changes going into the second period of this game here, but at that point it's already too late. Like I don't understand what the decision is to see the way that games 2 and 3 went. Like obviously they went to overtime, and you can look at that and be like, oh, we were one shot away or whatever. But in reality, in games 2 and 3, we put 12 and 13 shots on goal the entire game. You can't look at those efforts and say, yeah, we were just one shot away. I mean, in reality, you were, because it was overtime. But at the same time, it's like Dobes is the only reason why we're even in those positions. Then we lucked out on some offensive opportunities and scored some goals off of the rare times that we won a puck battle and made something happen. But in this game, this is exactly what games 2 and 3 could have been, if not for those those random chances that we end up getting throughout a game. Like there's just nothing there. Like the entire game, we lose every single puck battle. I would love to see if like the NHL stats did like a puck battles won stat between teams. I would love to see what that number is, because the Montreal Canadiens probably won like 2 puck battles this entire game. It's a 60-minute game, and the Canadians lose every single battle the entire time. They cannot win a battle. Whenever they have the puck in their own zone, they're coughing it up. They give it right back to Carolina, and they just reload and regroup and go back the other way. It's a constant cycle of just losing puck battles and just not being as engaged. And it's hard to be frustrated. I am frustrated, clearly, but it's hard to be, super upset at the team when it's very clear to me that it's just the fatigue that's setting in at this point. Like the Carolina Hurricanes have only played, now 12 games, 12 games in this postseason, and the Montreal Canadiens have played 6 more than that. It's understandable to me why they would be a little bit gassed. But it's really showing is what I'm saying. Like the Canadians, every single player out there looks like they played a game before this, and now they're coming on to play their second game of the day. Like they're all so tired. They don't have any energy. Anytime there's a free puck, it just feels like the Carolina player is just skating harder and gets that puck first. And Noah Dobson coughed over the puck 3 times in the first period and the first couple shifts of the game. It's just it just seems like there's just so many different things going on that just are not working. We're incredibly fatigued, and it's causing us problems in our own zone. We can't find a way to to get the puck out and get some offense going. And when we do get offense going, we're thinking too hard. And there's so many plays where it's we've got the puck, Suzuki in the first period had like a wide open look to just take a shot on net and see what happened, but instead he tried to like pull up on it and make another pass, and then it got he turned it over, and it's like we had so many opportunities where the Canadians could have taken shots in this game and just decided that they'd rather wait and see if there was a better opportunity. But it's like I just don't understand why Martin St. Louis isn't drilling it into every single one of their heads. Like, we only have, like, at the end of the first period, we had 5 shots. We had 5 shots on it in the first, 10 shots in the second, which is honestly pretty good for the Canadians. They're pretty good by, anybody's standards, and like an average of 30 per. I felt like, we had a little bit more offense going in the second period, but then only 3 shots in the whole third period. Like, the period of decision where we're down 3-0, and it's do or die. We take the puck, we shoot the puck 3 times, and it's just like, again, like it's credit to Carolina, and we're gassed, and like I understand, right? But at the same time, it's like the mentality just seems to be like they're trying to make the extra pass, they're trying to make a play when they just need to shoot the puck on net and just win a battle, do all those simple things. It's what I've been saying the last like 3 videos in a row here. It's just all you need to do is just win a battle, just go in, win a puck battle. Get the puck down the ice, go north-south, get into their offensive zone, and get a puck on net. Freddie Anderson is not as good as everybody in the playoffs is making him look right now. And it's like if Carolina wins this series, which is looking more and more likely, I feel like Vegas is going to exploit that in a hilarious way. But either way, I mean, the Montreal offense is good. Like I've been telling, like I said that in my pregame, like a pre-series preview. We saw it firsthand, in game 1 of this series here. Like when they get going and they find the space, they can make stuff happen, and their offense is good. It's just we're thinking too hard, and Carolina is just taking full advantage of the fact that the Canadians are just not capable of getting the puck out of their own zone. And it's just burning us. It's burning us over and over and over again. And that's what the whole game was. I'm just sitting there watching the whole game, and the entire thing. Like you can like if you were to do a drinking game on puck battles in this one, you would be dead by the time the second period started. Like there's just no way. Like every time we're in our own zone, like even if we have full possession of the puck in our own zone, it's going to get coughed up because somebody's going to make a pass that's not going to work. Or even if we get the puck, we're just going to end up getting stopped by the D in the neutral zone, and then we're ending up going the other way. And it's just, we're not even like dumping and chasing. We're just kind of dumping to kind of live to fight another day over and over and over again. And it's just tough. And it just goes back to like, I don't understand how did we not change the lineup at all going into this game? That doesn't make any sense to me. I understand that we were only 1 shot away in game 2 and 1 shot away in game 3 because they were both overtime games, but I just don't understand why we thought that coming into game 4, suddenly the Canadians were going to flip a switch and get the dub here. Like, I just don't understand what that was. I don't understand the mentality of, like we saw what Gallagher was able to do when he came into the lineup in the Tampa series, right? We injected him into the lineup. He scored a goal. He played really well. He had a jump. He was moving. He was playing really, really well. And then we put him right back on the bench. We put Veleno in there for whatever reason, who I haven't seen do anything over the last couple of games here. I don't understand why we don't even at least give somebody in our press box a chance, somebody who hasn't even played that many games. Like, it's clear that we're fatigued. Put somebody in there who's not as fatigued, but apparently we don't want to do that. We want to just stick to our guns because we think that it's going to work, and it's just frustrating. And then like they change all the lineups in the second period. Like it's too late at that point. We're already down 3-0. Like those lineup changes were good. They were objectively good. I liked the lineup changes that Martin St. Louis made into the second period, and it obviously worked. We got 10 shots on net there. Obviously no goals came out of it, but still, it was a better period objectively. But like, why didn't we start the game that way? I don't understand why we thought we should wait and see if the exact same thing is going to happen for another period here. Like, I don't understand what that mindset is, and it costs us this game because it's 3 minutes of hockey that's the difference maker here, in terms of goals. But at the same time, like Dobes is the reason why we didn't lose 10-0 in that one. Like I just like it's just it you over and over again. You watch the game back, every single time we're in our own zone, it takes us like 2 minutes to get out because we just cannot win a puck battle. Every puck battle is getting won by Carolina because they just want it more. They've got more energy on a daily, like on a shift to shift basis there. They want the puck more. They're making better passes. They're doing almost everything better, except for arguably goaltending, but obviously because Freddie Anderson is only seeing 10 shots a game, it doesn't really matter, right? Like I think Dobes is outperforming, but it doesn't matter because we don't put enough shots on net for it to matter at all. So that's kind of my rant on this one. It's a really frustrating one. I'm not going to say that the Canadians are out of this until they actually are. We are only down 3-1. We have the ability to come back. We did it in 2021 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. So it's obviously possible to come back and make something happen here, but there has to be a massive change in the way that the Canadians come out in Game 5 if they want any chance of winning this series here, because what we've seen over the last 3 games in a row now is not even good enough to beat the Vancouver Canucks right now. Like there's nothing that we're doing that is actually successful. The Canadians need to come out with energy. We need to shake up the lineups for Christ's sake, because the ones that are working right now are just not working. Put Gallagher in the lineup, please, because, even if we lose the game, it could end up being Gallagher's last game with a Habs jersey on, because we have no idea what's coming, this offseason with his contract and all that kind of stuff. But going forward, if we want any chance in this series moving forward, things have to change, and it starts with the lineup, starts with coaching decisions, right? And we have to make those changes, and we have to find a way to just change our style. Like we cannot continue to play Carolina's style of play and expect that we're just going to outdo them at their own game and win. We have to find a way to get our offense going, our very, very skilled offense going, in the offensive zone, get Carolina to play on their heels, get a little bit of energy going, all of that kind of stuff. Whatever you got to do, get the coaches together and scheme up a plan to get the puck into the offensive zone and get shots on net. Because I swear to God, if we get in there in Game 5 and we get 30 shots on net, we'll win the game. Like it's that I don't think Freddie Anderson is as good as he looks right now because of the way that everybody is playing in front of him. And again, credit to Carolina. They're playing a very, very good series. I just also feel like the Canadians are just not giving it right now. And, part of it is the fatigue. They played a long playoff series. They're a young team. They're not really used to, having to push themselves for this long into the summer here, but they need to find a way. That's really my only take going into this Game 5 here, and potentially the last game of the season. If things don't go our way, we need to find a way to flip the switch, get some energy going, get some new lineups going, get something that's going to get guys actually skating and winning puck battles. Because if we play Game 5 the exact same way that we played tonight, and in Game 3 and in Game 2 we're going to lose another game, whether it's an overtime or it's a blowout, it doesn't matter, right? The Carolina Hurricanes are just inevitable when they're playing the style of game that they played over the last 3 days. We know what the blueprint is to beat them. We saw it in Game 1. Obviously there was a rusty factor going on in the first period of Game 1, but at the same time, we need to find a way to get back to that a little bit. We need to find a way to get back to getting the puck into the offensive zone, using our offensive guys, our skilled players, and using that to our advantage, getting some pucks on net, doing all that kind of stuff. Like if we can get guys in positions to actually shoot the puck, we'll find a way to score a goal here. So it's frustrating. It's a frustrating one. I'm not gonna say I will never say that the Canadians are done until it's actually, the handshake line actually starts and the Canadians are eliminated. Does not look great right now. I'm not thrilled about our chances going into Game 5, but we need to see some changes here. It starts with the coaching, but once the players get onto the ice, we need to see some energy. Win a puck battle, get a puck on net, do the simple things, go to the net, and see what happens here. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys on this one. Let me know in the comments what you think of this game. If they've got a chance going into Game 5, what kind of lineup decisions you think, Martin St. Louis should be making, if any. But yeah, I feel like there's got to be a change, got to be something going on in Game 5. We cannot come out the same way and expect a different result. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Tough one here. Gotta love Dobes though. He's playing fantastic. We need him on Game 5 here on Friday. But yeah, I will see you guys on Friday.